I am so disappointed. It is unbelievable.
So my boy BranOnline is literally getting flack after telling the truth for a video. That's right, boys. He ended up talking about Genshin Impact Endgame. And as you guys know, I have been playing Genshin Impact recently, and the video was eye-opening to me. But evidently, to the fans over on Twitter, it was something that was deserving of a major amount of backlash and for some insane comments that we'll get into later. I literally had to come out of my little birthday cave to address this, to defend my boy Bran, because this is one of the most ridiculous statements I have seen in a while. That's right, boys. He is getting attacked over this video, which I'm going to show you what he says in a little bit, and you'll probably agree with it because all this man did was tell the truth. But to Genshin, to some Genshin fans, to some of those Hoyo shills, well, you just can't even do that, because look at this. ZCH literally saying there's always something with this guy, all because he said he was disappointed. And then of course, for the clout, says can we get this to 1K likes please? I need the clout. Yeah, because you can't create content yourself. Absolutely ridiculous. Who is this guy? BranOnline. I agree with his points. He raised valid concerns. I highly don't give a fuck. Wow. You people would literally turn on Genshin CCs who's shown nothing but love and support towards Genshin. That is one of his favorite games to play, and all because of his valid points and opinion and criticism towards the game. Y'all really want players to stay silent even when they have concerns. Correlation is like A and Z, yeah. But look at this. Look what this devolves into. Woo-wishills and tech-tone dick riders. So evidently, BranOnline, boys, is now a tech-tone dick rider. Evidently now, my boy Bran, just for telling the truth, is trying to suck up to tech-tone and woo-wah, all because he gave valid points and concerns. This wasn't meant to leave my little circle, so now because it's left your little circle and you're getting hate over your literal most insane take of the year, you now are upset. You're like, this wasn't supposed to leave my little circle. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Oh my goodness. Says positive things and negative things. That one guy, oh my god, why is he criticizing it? Why is he so toxic? All right, my guy, yeah, show me when I said he is criticizing. Oh my, yeah, you didn't. You literally just said he's a bad CC, that he was a tech-tone dick rider and woo-wah shill. Now evidently he's now both a Hoyo shill and a woo-wah shill, boys. Oh my goodness. But of course BranOnline responded to this, because of course he would, because he literally made the most base video I've seen in a while, where he told the truth. This man opened up, told the truth about the end game, because what is in the end game is absolutely ridiculous. To a new player like me, who's just now made it to Sumera, literally seeing the end game literally disheartened me. I'm telling you, seeing what they made for the end game disheartened me, because it was such a disconnect from where I was at the beginning of the freaking game. Listen to this. Makes a post complaining about a content creator. People who watch said content respond with genuine insight on why I made the video. Oh no, this tweet wasn't meant to leave my this tweet wasn't meant to leave my little circle. Yeah, you're damn right it wasn't. Of course, BranOnline with a base take. I'm fine with people hating me for any reason, especially criticizing something you like. Criticism is good, but making a tweet with my face complaining and being frustrated that people are explaining why it's valid is just weird. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. It looks like this ZCH person should have stayed over on Blue Sky. Oh, look, another minor who hasn't taught consequences by their parents. Many such cases. Ain't no way. Yeah, bro. Ain't no way. They always backpedal, of course, Kazana. They always backpedal. Makes clickbait slop. Doesn't get criticism, just called out. Blames poster for harassment by the Diddy community. Wow. Did you get paid for responding to my tweets even though you don't like me? Or are you doing it for free? Are you doing it for free, bro? Yeah, they're out here doing it for free, Brad. They're out here doing it for free. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is where these people, hey, Brad, not related to the reason that person judged you, but I want to point out that I disagree with the take you had regarding the reroll quill item. Dude, the reroll is ridiculous. I think you didn't read all of its description and missed a vital point, that it can level up to the point it can guarantee. So it has to level up to the point it can guarantee. Yeah, I know. I dislike that. It's free to play. You have to wait and like what 9 patches as it is right now to guarantee max rolls. Feels too much in my opinion for one artifact for one character, but I'm fine with disagreements. It's also not the end of the world, but just very yeah. As a free-to-play player, those that have been over to my stream, you guys know I'm an avid free-to-play player. I advocate for everyone that plays this game to only play it free-to-play. Yes, it feels a little bit a little bit unfair, the fact that if you're playing free-to-play, you are not guaranteed to get the character within the time that the banner is up. But I always advocate, like, look, you're getting the game for free. You're getting all of the open world for free. Yes, some of the quests are a little bit ridiculous and a little bit too dialogue-y, but the open world and combat is fun, and you're getting all of that for free. So just play it for free. You will only ever be upset at the game once you spend money on it, because I would rather get something for free than I would spend $1,000 and still not get the character. You know what I mean? Say I'm the problematic one for not responding about people insulting the OP of the post when they're literally telling people to off themselves over a response like this is the most Twitter thing ever, not gonna lie. Yeah, of course, blame other communities and avoid accountability. That maybe, just maybe, you're just way too fragile to criticism on anything you even remotely like. Go play Russian roulette or something. Stop yapping in my comments, dude. Oh my goodness. Of course, Brand down here, I can't police all Twitter. No, I don't condone people calling anyone slurs or over anything, never mind a video game. Calling me out for not replying to people under their post when they're being weird is weird ass behavior. Yep. People go insane over a game. They I don't agree with everything you said about the new game mode, since I did enjoy it quite a bit, but I would never go to links like this towards anyone. I don't even want people to fully agree with everything I say. I love this fact that people agree and disagree. It's the entire point of criticism I thoroughly enjoy, having an actual practical nuanced discussion, but this just ain't the place for that. Yeah, exactly, because this isn't even freaking practical discussion. This is literally just, hey, see, this is the issue. This is what he said that people don't like. That in the end game, whenever you're battling the freaking boss, they added a time limit and less move sets. Okay, it is one of the laziest and easiest ways to add difficulty is to have a time limit that is almost impossible to meet, and they literally could have solved it, raised player freaking enjoyment, made it where it was more fun for players just by adding the freaking by adding more boss move sets and taking away the time limit. Why is there a time limit in everything? Okay, it is a very lazy way to add difficulty, and as a new player that saw that, I didn't like that at all. Okay, I want more move sets for the bosses. I wanted the combat to continue evolving. I wanted there to eventually be added a parry system, and for more boss move sets, and for no time limits at all. Okay, as a new player that enjoys the game, that's what I wanted. Also, to have to do all of that in the end game for a freaking weapon skin that they eventually take away, that is not forever. Okay, the weapon skin literally goes away. It is also on a fucking time limit. So you do all that grinding for that freaking weapon skin through one of the worst end games ever, just for them to take that weapon skin away in 3 months. Okay, it's not a good thing. Okay, and BranOnline telling the truth about that as one of the biggest gotcha in Genshin CCs. Yeah, dude, kudos to him. He does not deserve any backlash over that. He does not deserve to be have these the Twitter mob attack him over it. It's literally a ridiculous thing to even have to deal with. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this, and then I will let y'all make your own assumptions, and I'll link the video down below so that you can watch the rest of it yourself. But let's see what BranOnline himself has to say about this.
I am so disappointed, it is unbelievable. If you're not aware, Genshin Impact just released the Stygian Onslaught endgame content, and I really need to get this off my chest because I feel like I'm going kind of insane. So in Genshin Impact, we've had multiple types of endgame over the past few years. We've had the Spiral Abyss, which is basically just fighting against hyperinflated HP overworld enemies in a timer. We've had Imaginarium Theater, which makes sure that you have a lot of characters built and then puts you in situations where you have to fight against hyperinflated HP enemies against a timer.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, somebody that's watched BranOnline a lot, seeing him actually come out to tell the truth and actually open up about what he dislikes in the game, I respect that. That makes me feel respected as the viewer a lot more than as if he just lied about it. Okay, I don't want him to come online and lie about anything. As a viewer, I want him to come on and tell the truth about how he feels, because I'm watching for him. I'm not watching for Genshin Impact.
But with some cool little buffs here and there. Now we have Stygian Onslaught, which I really expected to be something a little bit different. Obviously, I expected a timer. I expected it to be a longer timer, and I expected the enemies to have like super fun mechanics.
Yeah, a longer timer. It was literally like a minute and a half, bro. I watched this live, guys. I was in the chat for this live. I totally agree with him.
And stuff and different things, kind of like the cubes in that one event where they did so many different movesets and stuff. And instead, what we got is basically Spiral Abyss with only bosses and a absolute boatload of HP and a really short timer. What that you get for this incredibly difficult challenge is weapon skins, something that when I saw were getting added to the game, I was incredibly excited. But the rewarded weapon skins that you get come from these items. There's a 4-star and a 5-star version of these weapon skins, and don't get me wrong, listen, I'll keep it a buck here. The weapon skins look absolutely incredible.
They look great. They look great. As you can see, Bran loves the game. Nowhere did he say he hates the game. Nowhere did he say he didn't. Nowhere did he say he disliked the game. All he said, he was disappointed with where they took the end game.
Have very cool lore inside of them. But you know what's not incredible? The fact that they disappear every patch. You heard that
dude,
right.
That is some Destiny 2 Gamergate kind of shit. Okay, that is a stop killing games Destiny 2 kind of shit. Okay, literally where you grind for an item and then they take it away. And in Destiny 2, by the way, you're grinding a lot for those items, and it seems like it's this Genshin is taking a page out of Bungie's book with that, and I don't like it at all. Okay, I don't like that at all. I wish that Genshin would actually focus on boss mechanics and player enthusiasm and make the game fun.
Difficult content that you get, the weapon skins disappear every patch. Yeah. A lot of people don't have a problem with this, but for me, when Genshin Impact already has endgame rewards that are attainable in a certain way for cosmetic purposes, the envisaged echoes in the Imaginarium Theater, for a big example, what do you do with that? You beat the endgame, you get a key or 2 keys. Then you get to choose which envisaged echo you want to keep on your account forever. You unlock it and do it. It's great. Why couldn't Hoyoverse for this just made it so that when you beat this mode, you get these items, but you can exchange them for whatever skin you want permanently on your account?
There you go. There you go. That would absolutely work. Taking away the freaking weapon skin is not how it works, boys. That's not it. What are you going to do? Use it for 40 days and then it disappear? Why invest your time into something as grueling as just an overinflated HP and, you know, they just lowered the time limit? That makes no sense.
I had people saying if they'd have done that, it would have caused FOMO. I would argue it's the exact opposite, and that making these weapons only available for 41 days and then they're gone.
Yeah, that's FOMO. That's FOMO.
Forever is also FOMO, but it's also pointless FOMO, because why would they disappear? Why wouldn't you just be able to keep them? It feels so stupid to...
As you guys can see, he has some very based, and I mean based, freaking disagreements with the game. Y'all let me know down below if you think that BranOnline's freaking backlash was justified. If you thought that them freaking coming after BranOnline like this was absolutely justified. If y'all think he's a woo-wah shill and a tectone, you know, dick rider, you let me know down below what you think. I'm gonna go with nah, dude. I think him telling the truth proves that he is a base gotcha CC, proves that he cares more about telling the truth than he does about coming online to lie. Okay, nobody respects somebody that lies. Okay, and as a viewer, I absolutely respect what he did with this, and I think that it was a great decision. I think that him coming out to absolutely say that it was disappointing, whenever everybody else is disappointed with the end game, or the vast majority is and can tell that they are, him coming out to affirm their beliefs absolutely raises awareness around the situation, and hopefully Genshin will solve it. But him getting hate online over this is absolutely not okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go with paper, boys. I think BranOnline is paper, and if we're going for this ZCH person that absolutely just blew up just for attacking him, yeah, I'm gonna go with plastic. You're plastic, motherfucker, dude. You are so plastic. You're basically a mannequin. Okay, I guarantee you live in your mother's basement. You know, somebody else takes care of you, and you are fully reliant on another human being for all of your needs and basic, you know, needs needs an upkeep. Okay, you cannot take care of yourself. You'd rather attack a gotcha CC just for telling the truth, just for aligning with the issue is people are upset that BranOnline aligned with the viewpoint of Tectone. Okay, and that's the issue. But the issue is what all BranOnline did was tell the truth. That's the real issue. They don't want to hear the truth. Okay, that's the problem. All right, boys, but that's it for me. Thanks for sticking around. Also, we're going to be doing a birthday stream later. I might make one exclusive and then do another stream later straight on Twitch. So make sure you follow down below and sub. Okay, GG's, boys. Peace.